Your STARS GPS real-time tracking unit has a multitude of options. These include a standalone vehicle locator, a payment reminder buzzer, and a starter interrupt relay. You also have options of service duration from 1 to 3 years. If the initial service duration expires, you could extend the service length in 1-year increments. Your STARS GPS RT Real-Time Tracking Unit Platinum Edition has a detachable wiring harness. This harness needs to remain detached from the unit until all wiring is complete and secured. The black ground wire goes to a chassis ground. The red wire goes to a constant 12 volts. The white wire goes to ignition source only if you are using the payment reminder option. The yellow wire is a programming input wire and will not be used. The starter interrupt relay options will be discussed later in the actual install video. First thing you want to do on the install is to determine your constant 12 volt source. For this, I'm using a Power Probe 4. Once you probe it, it shows roughly 12 volts while the vehicle is in the off position. If you're going to be using the payment reminder buzzer, you must use an ignition source also. This is a wire that shows 12 volts when ignition is in the on position. Once you have located your starter wire and cut it, you need to identify the ignition switch side and the starter side. The ignition switch side will only show power as you're actually trying to start the vehicle. The other side of the wire is your starter side wire. Once you have found your starter wire and determined which is the ignition switch side and which is the starter side, it's time to wire up your relay. The red wire from the relay goes to the ignition switch side of the starter wire. The white wire goes to the starter side of the starter wire. The green wire from the relay connects to the green wire from the GPS harness. Once you have made all your connections and verified everything, wire tie everything up nice and neat and make sure all the connections are still solid. Your GPS unit has the option for a backup battery. If you choose this option, simply plug the backup battery into this cable. Once you have everything wired up, it is time to plug in the harness into the GPS unit. Once you plug it in, you will notice two lights that come on. One is a green light, one is a blue light. They come on steady once you first power them up. Once the unit is powered on in roughly between 30 to 45 seconds, the lights will start to flash. This lets you know that you have a cellular communications lock and a GPS communications lock. This is when you can test the unit. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call our technical support department at 1-877-828-4770 or give us an email at info@stars-gps.com. Thank you.